Good morning, all bio students. We are proceeding our next topic, that is our post-fertilization events. We studied in post-fertilization event number 1, endosperm development. Okay, there we are studied about the coconut, tender, kernel, these words, and this is very important. Okay, so nuclear endosperm, which we can be see in a coconut one. And next topic we have studied about embryo development in dicotyledon with the basal, apical, globular shape and all. Now the third main event in post-fertilization we will see the seed formation. Okay, what is a seed? Seed is fertilized ovule. Okay, when you seed, we will see there is having some structure. The covering part is called seed coat. It has 1 to 2 number. The outermost part is called testa, and innermost or either after the outer inner membrane is called tegmen. Okay. It has cotyledon. If it is a monocot, so 1, and if it is having a dicot, 2 cotyledon, which is having rich in reserve food and helping seed germination, is having embryonic axis where we will see radical and plumule part. Okay. Now there is a number of the questions come from the types of seeds. You have to understand all the terms and meaning. Okay. So types of seed, mainly it's a 2 type. You will see that is a non-albuminous. Okay, non-albuminous seed, it means there is no endosperm, there is no albumin, there is no specific protein which is contain albumin. So it's called non-albumin. With that there is a no residual endosperm. Endosperm is completely consumed in a development of the embryo one. And this is a non-albuminous things we will see it is in a dicotyledon seed. We will see in a dicotyledon seed. So pea example is there, groundnut example is there. So there is in your textbook you will see the other example also and note down. Okay, and discuss with me also. Next is albuminous, where the endosperm persists, okay, after the embryo development. This is the characteristics of monocotyledon. And this one we will see the maize and wheat one. Got? So types of seeds. So this is, don't be confused the word non-albuminous is, it means it's telling about the dicotyledon where the endosperm is not present, no residual endosperm. Albuminous is with residual endosperm or monocotyledon, maize and wheat characteristics. So this is a types of seed. Now advantage of seeds, we will going to advantages of seeds. Okay, this topic you will see in your NCERT textbook in page number 38, second paragraph. That is, starting of that paragraph is telling the seed is a basis of agriculture for farmer. Okay, so you just see this is the main things about the seeds. Seeds possess better adaptive strategies for form a new colony. They are producing new progeny. Okay, they provide genetic recombination because seed is produced after the fertilization of a male and female gamete. So that's why a recombination we will see so that's why if it is a recombinations, that's why we will see the variation as they are product of sexual reproduction. Clear, student? The third things we can be see about the seeds are stored to be consumed throughout the year. Many we will see that seeds is going to endowment period. Dormant periods, this word I think you know. Then also see dormant period of the seeds when the seed is not get favorable condition, then moisture, water, air. So they are not going in germination period. So this we can be stored throughout the year or the long time one, and that way we can be consume this one in throughout the year. Whenever the seed is getting the favorable condition, they are going to germinate. So related of advantage of seeds, you can make your own points which is relate of this one only. One time just refer the page number 38, and if you note down these 3 points, you can be, this is the basis of agriculture, storage purpose, for giving of a new colony and strategy. The next things we are going to discuss about some specific word about the perisperm and the pericarp. Okay, so whenever the seed is produced, in that time there is an integument of the embryo sacs is become a seed coat. Clear? That embryo sacs is having this seed one, or from where we see the egg part also. This full ovary is produced the fruit one. Some remaining tissues you can be say this part, this is the anatropous ovule you are studied, and here is the embryo sac where there is a having the cells one. So slowly all this tissues is going to degenerate, dissolve it. But some are seeds like beet and black pepper. Please remember this example. Okay, black pepper and we say beet one. There is a outside. You can we say there is a nucellus. You know the nucellus diploid cell covering of embryo sacs and helping in the nutrition of embryo sacs one. After the fertilization, nucellus is going to degenerate, but the some are plants like a black pepper and beet. It's persist, okay, and we will see these things remaining nucellus part which is not dissolved is called perisperm. Okay, perisperm. So we will see the things related of a perisperm, pericarp. But first again just make you clear about perisperm and pericarp. Just see again I am going to draw proper way so you will be get a proper idea. This is an embryo sacs, this is an integument, micropyle region. This part is called nucellus. Okay, this part is called embryo sac. Okay, this whole part ovary, and this ovary after the fertilization they are become fruit, eatable part. This part is an egg, and egg is if it is fertilized they are producing seed one. Okay, this is after fertilization. I am just be telling to work. We will see this nucellus is going to dissolve. Sometime if it is not dissolved, they are produced perisperm. It's not produced, it's a remaining part of the nucellus persists. So this thing which we see in the seeds is called perisperm. There is an integument cover of embryo sac. This integument is make seed coat or pericarp. Okay, so there is a 2 marks question, pericarp and perisperm. What is the difference? Pericarp, it means a covering tissue of ovary. Covering tissue of ovary. Perisperm, it means a remaining part of nucellus. Okay, so this is a very important thing. Perisperm related example in your textbook, black pepper and wheat, which you have to learn. So seed related things we discussed the meaning of the seeds. There is a having structure of the seeds one. We are discuss about advantage of the seeds. We discuss about the perisperm pericarp meaning. You just refer one time more. Then we are go to the next post fertilization events. The fourth and the last topic of this is a fruit. I think everyone is eating fruit. Fruit, it means result of the fertilization. It's not a meaning of a banana, apple and grapes. Fruit, it means result of fertilization. Okay, so there is a fourth event of post-fertilization is fruit. If you want to define these things in a one sentence, you can say it's a fertilized ovary. Okay, so this is fertilized ovary. This fruit having a types one according to development, according to eatable part what we are eat and exactly how they are. So there is a types of the fruit which you have studied in your chapter number 6 one. There is a anatomy or morphology of flowering plants in your standard 11. So you can refer more detail of this fruit in that chapter, but here is a very small things because we just understand the sexual reproduction condition in the plant. So fruit is majorly categorized in true fruits and the false fruit. Okay, true fruits are ovary fertilized, and that true fruits we say the ovary is a edible part is ovary after the fertilization. Okay, false fruits, there is a accept the ovary part like thalamus. Okay, if we eat the thalamus, that edible part is the thalamus. Okay, accept the ovary part like thalamus become fruit. We can say we will see this thing in apple. Okay, I think everyone know about the apple fruit one. So what you are eating this apple part. Okay, this part is having this part is exactly ovary, and what you are eating this part, this is a thalamus. So this fruit developed from the thalamus, that's why it's a false fruit. Got it? True fruits, the ovary part only developed into fruit, so there is a true fruits. Okay, so one time refer in your page number 37, there is a types of the seeds. There is a albuminous seeds, non-albuminous seeds. There is a diagram related of the fruits, true fruits, false fruits one. So go through this figure in your NCERT 2.15a. Okay, why I just we say, but there is a diagram, and from the diagram 2 marks question for identification in CBSE mostly comes. So you have to prepare this thing very clearly. Okay, so have you clear about seed and then fruit? This is a post fertilization event. Okay, now we will see the viability. This viability meaning first I want to tell, and why I am just use this one. You know, seed is going to dispersed and going to seed germinate. Okay, every plant is not having a specific Related of seed viability, number of the question arise. You will get this topic in your NCERT page number 38, second paragraph. Every seed having a different germination period. When the seed is dispersed, after the dispersal, when they are going to germinate, that period is called a seed viability. If they lost that viability, they will unable to produce the plants. Some are the species having a few months, some are species having a some hours only, but some are the special species. You can be say they can be remain in earth years, 2000 years, or the long, or the we can be say the oldest seeds one. The seed dispersed, and then when they are going to germinate, in between the period when they are not alive, that part is called a dormancy. When they start the germination, and this viable seed which is able to germinate, this is called the seed viability. Some are the specific things is you have to note down. The oldest is the Lupinus arcticus. 2000-year-old viable seeds we are recorded, and this is a fossils record is the date palm. This is the scientific name of a date plant, Phoenix dactylifera. Okay, so you note down these things. This is a very important part for your 2 marks question. Okay, as I said, this chapter is having a 1 to 5 marks question. Every type of the questions come. So this is we are done post fertilization event completely. Next 2 topic, apomixis and polyembryo, we will just see in next video. Okay, thank you student. And